Good morning, student. Today we are going to solve NCERT questions of chapter Metals and Non-Metals. The first question, which of the following can be beaten into thin sheets? Options are zinc, phosphorus, sulfur and oxygen. You know, phosphorus, sulfur and oxygen are non-metals, only zinc is the metal, so the answer will be zinc. Second question, which of the following statement is correct? First, A. All metals are ductile, all non-metals are ductile, generally metals are ductile and some non-metals are ductile. So what will be the option? Yes, the option will be C. Generally metals are ductile because some of the metals like mercury, they are not ductile. They cannot drawn into wires. The next third question is the fill in the blanks. Phosphorus is a very dash non-metal. The answer will be reactive. Answer will be reactive. B. Metals are dash conductor of heat and dash. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Iron is dash reactive than copper. Iron is more reactive than copper. Metals react with acid to produce dash gas. You know very well which gas is produced. Yes, very good. The hydrogen gas is produced. Chapter number 4. Mark T if the statement is true and false if it is false. Then, generally non-metals reacts with acid. What will be the answer? It will be false. Sodium is a very reactive metal. It is true. Copper displaces zinc from zinc sulfate solution. It's false because copper is less reactive. It cannot displace. Coal can be drawn into wires. False because coal is the non-metal. It cannot be drawn into wires. Some properties are listed in the following table. Distinguish between metals and non-metals on the basis of this property. So, appearances. Metals are lustrous. Non-metals are non-lustrous. Hardness. Metals are hard. Non-metals are soft except diamond. Malleability. Metals are malleable. Non-metals are non-malleable. Ductility. Metals are ductile. Non-metals are non-ductile. Heat conduction, metals are good conductor, non-metals are poor conductor. Conduction of electricity, metals are good conductor and non-metals are poor conductor of electricity. Now the next question is, give reason for the following. Aluminium foils are used to wrap food items. Why? Because aluminium is a malleable metal, highly malleable and it does not react with food item, so it is used to wrap food particles or food items. Next, immersion rod for heating liquids are made up of metallic substances. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. They get hot when very soon on passage of current and warm the water, so immersion rod are made up of metallic substances. Copper cannot displace zinc from its salt solution. Why? Because copper is less reactive than zinc, so it cannot displace zinc from its salt solution. Sodium and potassium are stored in kerosene. Because sodium and potassium are very reactive and readily reacts with air and water, so they are stored in kerosene. Question number 7. Can you store lemon pickle in an aluminium vessel? No, we cannot store lemon pickle in aluminium utensils because aluminium is a metal and lemon contains acid, citric acid. The acid reacts with metal to give hydrogen and salt, and the salt is toxic in nature, which will spoil the food and make it unfit to use. That is why we should not keep any of the sour substance in the aluminium utensils. So you just also keep in mind that like tomato, tamarind, curd, you should not keep in aluminium vessels or utensils. The next is match the substances given in the column A and their uses given in the column B. So gold will be matched with jewelry, iron will be matched with machinery, aluminium will be wrapping food, carbon can be used in a fuel, carbon is used as a fuel, copper is used in electric wire, and mercury is used in thermometer. So these are the perfect uses of these metals. What happens when dilute sulfuric acid poured on a copper plate? Copper will not react with dilute sulfuric acid because copper is very less reactive, so the reaction will not take place. The next is iron nails are placed in copper sulfate solution and you have to write the word equation. This is very important question. What happens when iron nails reacts with copper sulfate? So whenever iron is having the Fe formula, don't need to write the symbol, you can write in words. You can write iron plus copper sulfate, like that also you can write, but I am here writing the symbols, copper sulfate, and you will be getting iron sulfate plus copper will be formed. So this is the reaction. So when in copper sulfate solution, which is blue in color, the iron nail is placed, the color changes from blue to green. Why it is green? Because iron sulfate is green in color. So this reaction is called displacement reaction, and iron is more reactive than copper. So that is why it is able to displace the copper from its salt solution. I have already given the list to you that which metal is reactive and which can displace the another metal. So that you have to keep in mind. Saloni took a piece of burning charcoal and collected the gas evolved in the test tube. How will she find the nature of the gas? Coal is obviously nothing but the carbon. When carbon reacts with oxygen, it will be forming CO2. So it is a non-metal oxide. Okay, so it will be forming a non-metal oxide, and non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. You know very well. So what will happen? This will convert the blue litmus paper into red because it is acidic in nature. So you just keep in mind all the non-metals are non-metal oxides are acidic in nature and they converts blue litmus paper into red. Write down word equation of all the reaction taking place in the process so that you can write this equation. You can write carbon plus oxygen, carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide is acidic in nature and it converts blue litmus paper to red litmus paper. So this carbon dioxide, when it is dissolved in water, it will form an acid. Which acid will be formed? It will form a carbonic acid. So that also you can write. So carbon dioxide plus water will form H2CO3. So here you can write carbon dioxide in words, carbon dioxide plus water, you will be getting carbonic acid, like that you can write. Next, question number 11. One day Rita wants to jeweler shop with her mother. Went to jeweler shop with her mother. Her mother gave an old gold jewelry to the goldsmith to polish. Next day when they bought the jewelry back, they found that there was a slight loss in its weight. Can you suggest a reason for the loss in weight? Yes, we can suggest. What is the answer? Answer will be, because we know that gold is a very non-reactive metal, when it is washed and polished in acidic solution, because they cannot dissolve in water, they can be dissolved in very strong acid. So when they polished or washed in acid solution, during this process some gold dissolve in acid to form oxide. So that is why some of the metal get dissolved in the acid, so that we can feel the weight is less than the previous one. So this is the causes of the loss of gold from the jewelry. I hope you understand all the answers of the questions. These questions are very important. And on Monday we are going to have the test on this chapter. So be ready for it. This is very, very important chapter, children. Write all the notes in the copy and prepare well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the group or in the my WhatsApp number. Thank you so much.